the show that proves you don't need to be an expert to be a great artist. It's time to jump into the world of color. Today we'll take a look at creating incredible works of art like these. A piece that will make great ideas take off. A great design that will fan out before your eyes. A technique to make your drawings look like it's from the Middle Ages. A small character that will spring to life from the page. And the also-wacky our eco-artist, Vincent Van Coconut. The countdown is about to begin. Prepare propulsion systems for takeoff. 3, 2, 1. Wait. We can't take off yet. Because first we're going to have to learn how to make our very own Art Attack rocket. The first thing you need is an unwanted cereal box and a cardboard tube from a roll of toilet paper cut lengthwise, like this. You'll begin your journey by using these materials that you can find in your house. It's time for you to engineer your very own space rocket. To build the rocket, roll the cardboard tube like this and stick it with tape. At one of its ends, draw 2 triangles, one on each side, like this. Now cut them out. This is where you will hook the rubber band that will give our rocket the necessary thrust to fly. Then on a piece of cardboard from a cereal box, draw the wings. Cut them out and attach them with plenty of tape next to the triangles, one on each side. Now take a cardboard rectangle that is as long as you want the tip of the rocket to be and measure twice the width of the opening of the cardboard tube. Then draw a semicircle like a sunset from here to here, touching the edge at the top. Cut the figure out and put together a cone like this. Stick it with tape. Attach it to the end of the tube. And see, our rocket is ready. To make it super strong, cover it with pieces of newspaper and Art Attack paste, made with equal amounts of glue and water. You should cover the entire rocket. When it dries, it will be strong enough to withstand the flight and landing across the space of your room. Now we will build the launch pad. To make one, we will need an empty shoebox. Have a look at what comes next. Draw a line on a shoebox lengthwise from here to here. Use a long ruler. We are going to cut out the parts that are being marked out with pencil. This part, as well as this part on the other side where we drew the other diagonal line. Once the marked parts are cut out, we will have a launch pad. Now, mark a dot on each side and make the holes. One here and another here. Now you have your fast rocket and the launch pad. But it's very important that your spaceship has your personal stamp. What we need now is color. Maybe a symbol that will identify it. Grab your paints and crayons. Draw as many details as you want. You can make lines, circles, or stars. Don't forget the important details, such as the windows, so that the astronauts can look out into space. Paint it with your favorite colors. Here we'll use blue for the window, yellow for these details, and a bright orange color for the rest of it. The rocket looks great! See how it's outlined with marker and it's been shaded to make it shine. Remember that you can add wonderful finishing touches with crayons. And here is the launch pad. Same colors are used because both pieces belong to the same scientific mission. Likewise, the symbol was added to the center and on both sides. Now finally, to activate the launch mechanism, you need a white rubber band that's been cut. And make a knot like this one. And you have to thread it through one of the holes from the inside out. And in case it's too wide and doesn't fit, I'll show you a trick. shape the tip of the rubber band so that it is pointy, like an arrow. Now watch. You can just see how easily it passes through. There. Now run the rubber band through the other hole and make a knot on the end so it won't slip out. Make sure that it is stretched tightly so that it can provide the thrust that the rocket needs. Like this. Now that you know how to build a rocket, you can create other fantastic models. Such as this one. The symbol is a flower. It has enormous wings to travel across space in search of new planets. A flower power rocket. Ha! Do you like the circus? I have a very special one to show you. And I give you Cannonball Man! Look, a smaller box was used for the launch pad. And the cannon was made out of a cardboard tube from a roll of toilet paper. And he has an extra strong helmet. Hold up. I think it's his turn. Look at this. Ready, set, go. Whoa! Now it's your turn to aim high, create fabulous rockets, and live out your aerodynamic dreams by letting your imagination travel at the speed of light with your art.
Vincent Van Coconut here, space adventurer and eco-artist. Let's watch the Coconut TV to recall how to make the Art Attack rocket. Cut a tube from a roll of toilet paper and fasten it with tape. Then, draw 2 triangles on its base and cut them out. Draw the wings on a piece of cardboard and attach them with tape to the sides of the tube. To make the tip of the rocket, draw a semicircle. Cut it out, form a cone, and attach it to the tube. In order to make our rocket super strong, cover it with newspaper and Art Attack paste. For the launch pad, make diagonal lines at the sides of a box. Cut the remainder out, remove the front, and make holes at the sides. Draw in the details and color them. To launch the rocket, cut a white rubber band, thread it through the holes, and knot it. I am going to travel to the moon at the speed of light, and from there, I will be able to see our planet Earth. Did you know that our world looks blue from outer space? That's because most of Earth is made up of water, like the ocean that surrounds my island. Take care of our planet's oceans so that it will always be blue.
Alex was working on his farm when he had some very important visitors who came to inspect the animals on the farm. Everything was going well until something unexpected happened. And guess what he made? And where he used a few signs like these. peacock. So, have you guessed what he did with the animal signs? Let's see. There he grabs a few of them and places them as the treetops. Alex, I must say that looks great. The Middle Ages was a historical time of brave and gallant knights. Back then, the image of the lion was used on banners to represent the courage of the knights and the strength of a kingdom. Would you like to travel back in time to draw a medieval-style lion? I'm going to show you a trick to work with this gunny sack material. It's also called burlap. The rough weave will be your great friend in this next piece of art. You'll see why. Wrap a piece of cardboard with plastic to work on, because we will be using a lot of glue. Take a piece of burlap or gunny sack material like this one. Fold the lower part. Use a ruler or a heavy object to mark the fold. Now apply glue along the edge like this. I recommend that you use a white brush. And see how we're covering the part that we folded? Turn the burlap around and do the same with the opposite end. Apply pressure on the brush so that the material can absorb the glue well. Once it dries, it will look like this. See? You are going to run a wooden rod through here. But first, let's create our design. Use tape to stick the burlap to the cardboard. Now we will paint the entire surface with glue mixed with water. Let it dry, and using a brown marker, draw a medieval-style lion. You can make one like this, or use an image from a book as a guide. It looks great if you draw the front legs like arms. Perfect! See how the style of the drawing looks like those that were once seen on the flags of the king's knights? Our brave lion also has great fur. Look! At the top, we will draw some trimmings, some small squares. That's the way! See how the same small squares were made here? And don't they remind you of the castle watchtowers? They were the inspiration for the trimmings. Alas, the time has come to give this drawing color. Take hold of your paints and brushes, my knights. We need to soak the brush with a lot of paint. Using black, make small brush strokes applying a lot of pressure so that the paint soaks into the fabric. Take a look at this effect that we are going to create for our drawing. Using a wider brush, you can shade it in like this. And if you want it to look softer, dip the brush in a little bit of water. You can apply this effect to some parts of the figure, but don't paint the entire outline of the lion in black. Before using another color, paint the trimmings. Here we'll use red for the background. Paint the entire silhouette of the lion and apply shading around the drawings. See how our lion is beginning to take shape in the areas that were not painted in black. As a final touch, add red to the trimmings. Whoa! A real medieval lion! Awesome, isn't it? And now for the final touch. We'll take some wooden rods and slide them in so that it can be hung. What do you think? Look at this one. There is a beautiful maiden locked up in this tower, waiting anxiously for her knight in shining armor. But she will still have to wait a little longer, because a terrible dragon has blocked his way. Rawr! Now it's your turn to think up of designs for your flags and create stories with your drawings.
I always wanted to be a medieval knight. See what an interesting drawing I made? I am Sir Van Coconut, the medieval eco-artist knight. I pledge to defend the planet against those who dare to harm the environment. Get ready to charge!
Sometimes the characters that we create become mischievous and want to escape from the page. What, you don't believe me? Look. Well, hello, my friend. What are you up to today? Would you like the characters in your stories to pop out of the page? Watch closely.
Okay.
Draw the character in the center. Begin with its snout, and then its eyes. Draw its great big donkey ears, like this. This will be our little donkey's mane. Next, draw the body. Very good. Draw its arms, belly, and all the details that gives it character. Let's not forget the landscape. A few rolling hills in the background, and why not? A few flowers over here. Let's paint our drawing. Let's use purple for the body. For the belly, a lighter color such as lilac. What do you think about using it to paint this part of the arms? Our donkey is very colorful, so we'll paint its ears pink. Its snout should be cream colored. After painting its eyes and mane black, paint the grass bright green. For the dirt, use a sandy color. Paint the sky blue, but don't color the clouds. When the paint has dried, color the flowers that grow on the grass. How beautiful! The drawing looks great. Some shade has been added with white crayon to give it a nicer finish. And look, behind it you can see part of its tail. Now here's the trick to make our donkey jump off the page.
Okay.
Check it out. Place a ruler over the legs, like this. Then take a pencil and draw a line here, and another one here, over the ruler on each side of the page. Now place the ruler on the head and repeat the distance, tracing a line up here. Then trace dotted lines going down. Finally, you have to cut along the outlines of the character in order to be able to lift him. But pay attention, do not cut here or here.
It's too dangerous.
It looks brilliant. Look carefully where the cuts are made. Remember that this height must be the same as the distance between the legs and the markings that you made to fold the page. Now you have to fold the page with precision so that the character can jump forward. Have a look. Lift the character and fold the top part like this. Now fold it here and then here. Carefully. Using these markings, fold the page in half. The crease from the fold should only appear on the edges and not on the character. Otherwise, it won't be able to jump. Lastly, take a piece of cardboard larger than the drawing, fold it in the middle, and glue the drawing onto it, making sure that the half of the drawing and the half of the cardboard match up. Only glue the landscape area and not the character. Open the page and see how our donkey springs to life. Now this looks awesome. Since it's supposed to be a surprise, create a few designs on the cover related to the character, like these flowers and seams. Now you can play with your friends at guessing what character is hidden inside. Make as many pop-out characters as you want. Let's open this pink card. Who could be hiding in there? Look!
Piglet!
The flowers and bushes also lift off the page. And who might be inside this other card? Oh! She's a fairy about to fly off and disappear into the forest. And let's see what's over here. It's a boy popping out of the page into an unforgettable story. Now it's your turn to draw fun characters and send your friends cards that bring along adventures. Try it yourself and we'll see you for more inspired creations in the next Art Attack. Bye!
Hey everybody, it's Rock here. To keep from spreading germs to your friends, what should you do? Wash your hands? Play hippo bounce.